I stared blankly at the cracked pavement outside my once thriving business, Smith's Maintenance Services. The vibrant colors of my life had dulled, drained by the weight of betrayal. 5 months ago, my world crumbled when Lisa, my wife of 8 years, admitted to her affair with a gym instructor. The raw pain of her betrayal was only exacerbated by the bitter taste of divorce. She walked away with everything, leaving me to pick up the shattered pieces of my existence. The day she left, I remember the eerie silence that followed her absence. I tried to keep the business afloat, but each morning felt heavier than the last. Clients started disappearing, their faith in my services eroded by rumors and my distracted demeanor. I'd lost not only my partner but my motivation. My tools lay untouched, gathering dust alongside my dreams. But one evening, as I slumped on my worn-out couch, a flicker of hope sparked deep within. I realized I had a choice. I could either allow despair to consume me, or I could rise from the ashes of my past. The next morning, armed with grit and determination, I pulled my dusty toolbox from the garage and got to work. Each job I took was a step towards reclaiming my life. I spent hours repairing leaky faucets, rewiring circuits, and tackling those jobs I once loved. With each completed task, I felt a resurgence of purpose, a reminder of who I used to be. Word started to spread about my diligence and skill, and slowly, clients began returning. Weeks turned into months, and as my business began to thrive again, something unexpected happened. I found joy in the simplest things. Fixing a broken pipe brought a smile to a family, and the gratefulness of my clients ignited a fire within me. Gradually, I began expanding, hiring a small team to assist with larger projects. My late nights were filled with plans, dreams, and a vision of what my business could become. During this time of rebuilding, I worked hard to polish my brand. I launched a website emphasizing my quality of service and commitment to the community. I even began a blog that shared tips on home maintenance, where I connected with people, building relationships and a network that made my heart swell with pride. Then came the day I received an email from Lisa. It had been a year since our divorce, and she was reaching out for a favor. She wanted to reconnect over coffee to discuss a plumbing issue in her new home. I hesitated, disbelief coursing through me. Why now? But curiosity tinged with a hint of satisfaction spurred me on. As I walked into the coffee shop, I spotted her instantly. Lisa looked different, with visible signs of stress etched on her face, bags under her eyes, a nervous fidget in her hands. I approached, a calm confidence radiating from me. "Lisa," I greeted, keeping my voice steady. We exchanged pleasantries, but the conversation quickly pivoted to her life. It seemed the glamorous world she'd aspired to with her gym instructor had crumbled too, leaving her unanchored and regretting her choices. The irony was palpable. She'd traded our stable life for what? A fleeting thrill that had turned into disillusionment. "I see you're doing well," she said, glancing down at the logo on my shirt. "A badge of honor now. I've heard good things about your business." "Thanks," I replied, managing a slight smile. "I've been busy rebuilding what I lost, and a whole lot more." There was a vulnerable honesty to her eyes as she confessed her regrets, the weight of her decisions heavy upon her. I thought I could change my life, but I've just been unhappy. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. I felt a mix of emotions, but mostly, I felt liberated. Liberation wasn't about revenge. It was about owning my narrative. I had transformed my pain into strength. "I'm glad you're recognizing that," I said. "I wish you well, truly. But you made a choice that changed everything between us." As we parted ways, I glanced back at her. There was a twinge of sadness on her face, a flicker of remorse that I hoped she would carry with her. I had found my redemption not in hurting her back, but in building a future where I drove my own success, a path that she could now only watch from the sidelines. With each day that followed, I felt an exhilarating freedom. I wasn't defined by my past mistakes or another person's actions. I was a man renewed, devoted to growth and unyielding in the face of adversity. Through hard work, dedication, and sheer will, I had claimed my life back, And in doing so, I learned that my greatest redemption wasn't about her regretting me, but rather about me learning to forgive